The holiday weekend is behind us, but we are ready to roll here inside the Carrier Dome. It's another edition of this century-long rivalry between the Syracuse Orange and the Hobart Statesmen right here on ACC Network Extra. Welcome inside the Loud House. Jake Marsh alongside Syracuse legend Ryan Powell. Now, Ryan, I know we weren't here for the first meeting between these two teams in 1916, but they go way back into the previous century. Second half underway. Ryan Simmons' lone goal this year, it was a memorable one. He scored in triple overtime against Army. Now Syracuse, so far, triple overtime might not be a necessity if they keep scoring early on.
Well, you're, the Hobart coach and just got done with your team in the locker room at halftime. It's all about getting stops and clean up the turnovers on the offensive end. So there's no bigger time than now to get a nice stop on this defensive possession. Things could really start to get away from them if they don't get this stop.
Tucker Dordevic, the true freshman, he's looking for his first goal tonight. Jamie Trimboli has one already in addition to an assist. 33rd battle for the Kraus-Simmons Trophy. 30 minutes away from finding out if it stays in Syracuse or moves to Geneva. A shot sails over the crossbar from Dordevic. And the Orange maintains the possession. See John Desko, he said it's an important game for Syracuse. It means so much for the Simmons family, and they don't want that piece of hardware going anywhere. See if the Orange can pad this 7-1 lead 1 minute into the third quarter. Hobart scored 3 minutes into the contest, but since then, no really good looks from the Statesmen. Trimboli, back to Solomon, who has a pair. Now it's Rafis trying to solve this Hobart defense. Steven Rafis has 2 games this year with at least 5 points, the most recent coming against Duke. Up top, Trimboli left side, wider right. The Orange maintains possession. There's Jamie Trimboli. He had 2 goals last year against Hobart. Now 9 consecutive games with a point, and has a goal here tonight as well. Hands it off to fellow sophomore Steven Rafis. Trying to create space against this Hobart defense. At X, it's Bomberry. A shot off the ground, up in the crossbar, but cannot go through. And a long heave, a successful clear. Here comes Hobart with an opportunity. See, Hobart has not scored since 13:08 in the first quarter. See if they can break that ice right here. They just got lucked out after a near goal by Syracuse.
I talked about in the early going of this game that Hobart needs to have a belief. So them coming out of the locker room, that's a big stop there. They got lucky by them hitting the pipe, by Syracuse hitting the pipe. And, there's another turnover. It goes against what I was going to say. They need to start capitalizing in the offensive end and stop the turnovers.
Let's see if SU can take advantage. A shot, a windup, and a score! Steven Rafis.
This guy has been really impressive to me from Latham, New York. The guy's got an unbelievable stick, 29, Rafis. Kennedy, great job pushing in traffic. But Rafis, the catch, and from down low, brings it up high in a hurry. Near side pipe, past the netminder to the back of the net. Rafis, 29, is doing big-time things for Syracuse this season.
An absolute bullet from the sophomore. A Holy Cross transfer from 2 years ago. Gets it done. And he is the 7th different player to score for the Orange tonight. It's a scoring party here for SU, now up 8-1 with 12:11 to go in the third. The Orange takes advantage of the violation from the Statesmen. Here comes Peter Dirth with space. But an easy save for Lucchese, who hasn't seen many easy saves.
No, Syracuse has gotten a lot of good shots, against him. And it's been a little bit of a tough go for him in there. You need great goaltending play to come into Syracuse, into the Carrier Dome, and take down the number 8 team. And it's been tough on him here tonight because of the shot, the quality of shots that Syracuse has been able to get off.
Sam Lucchese, a sophomore from Garden City, New York, makes the stop. But now a violation on Hobart, so another turnover. And Lucchese is going to get another look against this powerful Syracuse offense, which has seen 7 players score 8 different goals.
I think you got to be pretty disappointed if you're Hobart Statesman coach Greg Raymond with the offensive possession that's Hobart has been displaying here tonight. There's, you know, a turnover that's accepted when you're trying to force something into a guy on the crease, and then it's another thing when it's an unforced turnover, when you're just throwing the ball around the offense down on your offensive end and turning the ball over that way without much pressure. And that's what they've done certainly a handful of times.
Turnovers can't continue to be a trend for Hobart if they want to make a big-time comeback here in the Carrier Dome. If that doesn't happen, the Krause-Simmons Trophy will reside here in Syracuse once again. Pat Carlin. Rafis coming off his second goal. Up top, an interception. Sam Miller, a local product from Jamesville DeWitt High School, just a couple of minutes down the road, creates an opportunity for the Statesmen. Now let's see if they can capitalize. They have not scored since the first 2 minutes of this ball game. Kyle Grimaldi tries to spin, takes a look, and he gets it down. The junior finally breaks the scoring drought for the Statesmen. Hobart's first goal since the first quarter, and this one was caused by a turnover.